neighbors and I are cousins. We used to be joined at the hip. Our grandma was from here, so Dave arranged for us to join this geriatric Polish tour with you fine people.
A Real Pain stars Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin. Eisenberg not only stars in it, he also directed and wrote it. Kieran Culkin steals scenes from him right and left, which is just fine with Jesse. I wondered what intrigued Jesse about doing such a thing.
You know, anytime I've had the privilege of working on something so great, on a script that's so well written, it infects my mind in a really wonderful way. One of the great advantages of being an actor is that I get to kind of live in other people's imaginations, and it makes me a better actor and a better writer. It taught me that stories can support characters like that and still be interesting, that you don't have to fall in love with the haircut of every actor in a movie. It could still be entertaining even if the characters are off-putting in some way.
I'm always absolutely confused as to how somebody can be a director and be the star. How do you handle that? Do you step back and watch things and then perhaps do another take? Or what's your technique for handling that?
This one was really strange. We were shooting on a very tight schedule on a very small budget. We would do a scene. Let's say the scene was 3 minutes long. Then I have the option of going to the monitor and watching the scene back. I put the headphones on, watch the scene back, and then try to do it again. The other option I had was we can spend those same 3 minutes that I would spend watching the scene doing another take. And so I always just chose do another take. It felt to me like I didn't need to exactly evaluate myself after a take. I know what I'm doing because I've done it so long. So that the acting felt easier to me. And then it was just about kind of managing the set and making sure the story was being told, making sure the other actors were doing what I was hoping that they would do. If I were going to do it again, I think I would do the same thing even if I had more time.
Seems to me that not only were you a triple threat in terms of directing, writing, and acting, but the work in the editing room that made all of that come together. That's quite something.
My editor is Rob Nassau. His background is comedy, but he's genuinely a very heartfelt person who studied Central European cinema, and so so this was kind of like a perfect match for this movie because we wanted it to feel funny. We wanted the movie to feel accessible and that, it's inviting and it's not homework, even though it's about these kind of big topics. And so we just had a wonderful time making ourselves laugh and making ourselves cry and making sure the movie had all of this stuff rather than kind of emphasizing one over the other.
Jesse, I've enjoyed watching your voyage as a professional over the years. Keep at it, buddy.
It's always nice to speak to you. Thank you.
Flicks with Patrick Stoner explores the craft and culture of filmmaking that enhance our communities for television stations and websites around the country.